things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Another incompletion on third down. And here comes the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time today. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Finds the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press, he was just going to go out.
They put on the heat and they blocked it. And they got it.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll leave it with him. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Touchdown.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. The Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. They go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now on first down from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. Throwing on the run. He makes a grab. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. A lot of urgency for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the right. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Ducks are on the move.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The run from the shotgun. Looking for the end zone. And into the end zone. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Now on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the ground with the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and damn it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
stadium this size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Quick release by the QB. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the right. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're in for a touchdown. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
Reels it in on the outside. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Calls his own number. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Davis. They'll immediately call timeout. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm.
Turning it on. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. On his feet at the 40. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll heave it deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Now, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point
intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And he's got a touchdown.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And the extra point is good. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points in our
and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He'll field the punt and look for room. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll ride Davis here. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced big turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look, thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Great place to start for this offense. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He's not going to get it in, and the lead will remain 18 as they were trying to make this a 2-possession game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Here's the handoff. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep the...
Always just plowing ahead. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Nice move there. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Davis. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They go to the draw. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll try it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Big fullback's got it. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Pope. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's go. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll be brought down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now. And this is a big key for us to win this game.
Motion from the back. Off play action on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's second and long.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Timeout on the defense. And the Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to throw on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
Now this offense is back on the field. The run to the left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Ducks in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got it behind the line. It's Davis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Ducks! And the comeback is on.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab over the middle. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want